You were saying though what? You had a thought.
He wants us to all.
I was just saying.
Transmute.
Working title.
Ooh, that was good.
Hey everybody.
I'm Will.
I'm Sam.
And I'm Adam, and we are
Working Title.
Yeah,
close enough.
We'll work with it. Guys, we are back for another episode of Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Yes.
This is Season 1, Episode 8, called The Filth. I thought it said filth. This episode is called The Fifth Laboratory.
Dun dun dun! What happened last time, Sam-mo?
Do you want help?
Do you want help?
It's been a minute.
The boys learned what it takes to make a philosopher's stone. Do you remember what it was?
That was the last thing, right. You need humans.
Yeah.
Living humans, and many of them.
Yeah, not just one. You need many.
The boys weren't happy about it. I think they threw the books away, and they told Tweedledee and Tweedledum to shut it. They immediately told, I think, Armstrong.
Yeah.
And then Armstrong told him to shut it, or somebody. They reiterated the importance of do not share this.
Stays in the room, stays in the room.
I don't even think that means with the government either. Don't share it with higher-ups.
Mm-hmm.
Keep it close. Keep it to your chest. Exactly. Keep it secret, keep it safe.
Yep.
Gandalf would be proud.
Mm-hmm.
Assuming Tweedledee and Tweedledum don't mess it up.
True. They already did once.
We also have Scar on the run, because envy, lust, and gluttony tried to eat him or kill him.
Nom 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 nom.
Nom nom nom.
I couldn't remember if we brought this up last time, but Scar used his thing on gluttony and nothing happened. And he kept going.
Maybe they are the living embodiment of an alchemy. Just manifested. That was horrible.
Yeah,
guys,
was horrible.
guys, we made it this far in the video.
Shut up. I got this. Guys, if you like our video and you like our reaction, leave a like, hit the subscribe button and notification bell right next to it. Comment down below what you think about our reaction. And hey, we have a Patreon if you guys want to check out these episodes 1 week in advance. Hit the link in the description. Join the Patreon. Support the channel.
And it's not a market substitute. Go on whatever anime streaming service you prefer. Watch Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood over there first, then come back to YouTube and watch your boys' reaction, alright? We're gonna punch it. Blah!
Also, they're investigating a prison.
That's what I couldn't remember what they were doing, but I just know they were going to a prison for some reason.
Yes. Oh, I forgot about them.
Reconstructing matter. However,
It's the guys with the black masks and the red eyes.
66, 64, something like that, or 48, 44.
46 and 66.
69. Nice, got it.
Nice.
equivalent exchange.
Stupid!
Perfect.
Won't let you get the chance!
I think this will be one of those ones where I'm a bit upset that we have to like move away from, as anime does.
The intro.
Yeah, this is a good one.
I love this one. This one makes me like really happy every time I hear it.
I want that so bad. I
fight?
crave that fight. If that's not in it, I will be honest, I will be a tad bit disappointed. It is so cool.
There is an after credit.
This episode?
Yeah, it's episode 8.
The difference between other animes you watch and this one, I feel like the intro actually is showing like literal scenes that we're going to be getting in the show, as opposed to like abbreviated, summarized versions.
The truth.
Filth Laboratory.
The truth within the truth. Oh shit!
It's hard to see from a distance. Oh, we're just jumping into it.
You move pretty well for your size. If you didn't, though, it wouldn't be worth the effort to cut you down.
Who are you?
I'm number 66.
He's a pretty big dude himself.
Well, that's the name they gave me when I came to work here anyway. I'm going to cut you up nice and neat. All you have to do is sit back and scream.
Oh, love it. Two big dudes fighting. What?
Oof, that's what I...
Yeah.
What is all this? I bet this is what they use to transmute a philosopher's stone.
Yes, that's right. I don't know who you are, kid, but you sure figured out a lot just
Is that the other guy? The samurai one?
46.
Who are you, pal?
The one in charge of guarding this place from curious brats. For the moment, let's just
Oh, it's a
say
hoodie.
my name is number 48.
48.
And believe me, I'm not your pal. My orders are to dispose of anyone who wanders in here. Try not to take it personally, boy.
Alright, I won't. You try not to take it personally when this boy kicks your ass.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Whoa!
Then let's see what you got.
My, what's this? I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say you're hollow inside.
Oh.
Second one.
I could tell from the sound. I spar against someone like you all the time.
Oh.
So there are people like me on the outside too, are there? That's surprising.
His brother.
Yeah, it makes me sick to think there's more than one idiot in the world who came up with the brilliant idea
Yeah.
of bonding a disembodied soul to a suit of armor.
I was gonna say the taboo.
Perhaps I should
Blood on the
introduce
ground.
myself again. 48 is the number I was assigned when I was on death row. Back when I still had a living body, I was better known as Slicer. I was a mass murderer, you see.
So you were slated for execution. Tell me something then. I'm sure they gave you a seal too, to serve as a medium between soul and armor.
I have a blood seal.
Yeah, I was gonna
This is
say
it,
inside.
boy.
Yeah.
If you destroy this,
That's awfully considerate of you to show me your weak spot.
I like to give myself a little extra challenge during a fight now and then.
That's gas.
But what kind of mass murderer lets his prey get away so easily? Now, let's fight.
It's true.
Did you hear what I said? My dear little Alicia is about to turn 3!
This dude, man.
Maze Hughes.
I'm at work. Oh, what a coincidence. I'm at work too. She's the cutest little thing.
Oh, I hate that.
Sure, she's adorable.
Aw.
Stop calling me to gush over your daughter. Not just my daughter, Colonel.
My wife.
My wife is cool.
Is Major Armstrong still in charge of the boys' protective detail?
He was, but a couple of his men have taken over now.
They lost him.
Blade!
Oh yeah, they sneak out, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yep.
Major Armstrong's gonna take his shirt off again and yell at us more.
Alright, I'm going to pay.
Oh.
I love his look. What
Whoa.
was that?
My shoulder doesn't feel right.
Oh, the scream! I know. Oh,
Increase the percentage of chrome, so it's less prone to rusting, but it's not as strong.
oh, Winter, you effed up.
Oof.
Oh.
Right about now, my companion should be finishing off the part that you left outside.
Yeah, we haven't even returned to them.
Companion of
Watch them be
yours.
like buddies. He like took off his mask and showed his little blood
He
thing.
is as strong as I
mean-
know.
They seemed eager and wanting to know more of their kind out there.
In that case, I don't need to worry. You see, we've been sparring partners a long time, and I've still never beaten him.
Yeah! Get shit
Oh,
on.
never beaten your brother.
Yeah.
You big bucket of balls!
Oh, he's gonna see. He's gonna see.
He's like, what?
You're empty.
There's a bit of a story behind it.
Take it off.
Would you like to hear? It's a pretty good yarn. It all starts with a man by the name of Barry.
Oh, flashback. Oh, he's a
Once upon
butcher,
time,
murderer.
Right here in Central, there was a butcher named Barry who loved his work. His favorite part was cutting up
Barry.
meat into little tiny pieces. But one day, Barry found that cutting up beef and pork wasn't enough anymore. So he took to the streets and began cutting
Oh,
up people
God.
instead,
It's-
night after night. In time, of course,
That's
Barry
very
was
morbid.
caught, but not before 23 victims had fallen prey to him and his knife. And the world was happily rid of yet another evil man. At least, that's what everyone out there believes. But our story isn't over, you see. He's very much alive and charged with guarding a certain place, only without his body.
He's so like
so theatrical.
The infamous serial killer, bury the chopper!
Bury the chopper.
Chicken!
I've never heard of you. I'm a little town in the east, so
Fine! But even if you don't know who I am, shouldn't you at least be a little scared? Shouldn't you be going, ah! Or what happened to your body? Or something? Ah! What happened to your body?
hey, now that's impolite.
Oh, I see. You were on death row too. You had me startled there.
Hey, I'm not a criminal. When I lost my body, my brother transmuted my soul and bonded it to this armor.
Of course, your brother.
What's so funny about it?
Are you sure you and your brother are really related?
Well, I guess we don't look that much alike anymore.
No.
I wouldn't
That's
say.
not what I mean. Are you sure that you're not a puppet created and controlled by your so-called brother? Were you ever even a real person to begin with?
Oh my gosh.
Something like that. I was a real boy and my name was Alphonse Elric.
I could give him some
Be so sure of
existential
that.
issues.
I have memories. I remember who I was before.
And who's to say those memories aren't made up?
What about yours, chicken dude?
Silly boy. You were never alive to begin with. It's as simple as that.
How did
Alphonse.
you know that you were really alive?
I
Boom.
was, trust me.
This area's off limits. Don't move.
Oh!
Rip.
There. Did you see that? There's nothing I love more than chopping up live people. I can't control myself. I will, therefore I am. As long as I know that, it's all I need to prove to myself that I've always been me.
Your brother was that good, is it?
Go out. Do it now.
Oh, get played, get played. Did you hit the mark though?
Dirty!
There's no such thing as dirty in a fight.
Facts.
What's the matter? You still haven't destroyed the blood seal I so kindly pointed out.
There's something I need to ask you about.
The philosopher's stone?
Yes. Tell me I did beat you at your own game.
That's where you're wrong. I'm not beaten yet.
I was just wondering, where's the big body?
Yeah.
Damn, he cut him up.
Impossible.
That's like the thing that's fighting anyway.
Wait.
Slicer. Yeah, he is. Did you see that?
Fullmetal Alchemist.
What were you saying?
I forgot to mention something about this mass murderer Slicer.
His crimes were really done by a pair of brothers.
An independent head and body. That's a dirty trick.
There's two people in there?
Yeah.
You the one who said this
You caught the blood seal in the helmet, and
Yeah.
there's one in the body armor.
Round two's about to begin, shortstop.
Don't call me short.
I don't think so. I'm not going to give you time to transmute.
Damn, I've lost too much blood. I'm starting to feel dizzy.
But
Damn!
I'm going to die.
No.
Oh!
why'd he see Scar?
You reminded me of someone I don't like. And now I've done exactly what he did.
How could you not wreck?
He's wriggling that freaky!
Brother!
Brother!
To admit it, we've lost.
So you're not gonna tell me you're really three brothers, are you?
The legs get up. It's just a flesh wound starts kicking him.
Hurry up and destroy us.
No, I'm not a murderer.
With bodies like these, are we really even people?
I consider you people whether you have physical bodies or not.
Yeah, it's still technically a soul. I
I
mean,
believe my own brother as a person either.
Come on, what's the matter, little puppet? How can you be certain you were really alive? There is one way you can prove that
I
you're
love how he's applying all this to him, but acting like it wouldn't apply to
You've
himself.
got a blood seal too, right? Destroy it. Go ahead, break it.
Hell
yourself.
no!
If you die, you were a real boy all along, just like you want to believe.
No!
Come on
There's
now.
no way I could ever do that!
You don't need to prove it to some schmuck.
I will not take the life of another person.
My brother and I have been lying, stealing, cheating, and killing together for as long as we can remember. And now that we're in these pseudo bodies, we're being treated like humans for the first time. Don't you see the irony? For that boy, I'll give you a parting gift. I'll tell you everything. I'll tell you who made the Philosopher's Stone and ordered us.
Oh, damn, who is it? What a brat, this lady.
Number 48, you should know better than to talk about things that don't concern you. Well, well, would you look at that? What's the Fullmetal pipsqueak doing here?
Brother!
Get up and fight! No!
Quit your pathetic blubbering, you idiot! You were trying to kill one of our most important sacrifices. Do you understand me? You could have messed up the entire plan. What would we have done then? Huh?
Tell me who you people are. What plan are you talking about? What do you mean when you say important sacrifice?
Oh my, the pipsqueak's raring to go. I think I made it angry. Whoa now, there's no need to fight here. Someone might get hurt, you know.
This is a fight that you started, so come on!
Oh my gosh.
Technical difficulties.
Lucky me!
You're fortunate your arm's broken.
Of all
If
times.
not for that, you wouldn't be getting off so easily.
Listen to me well, boy. Don't ever forget this. Always remember we allowed you to live. We can't have him poking around this place again. It's too dangerous. It'll have to go. Blow it up.
I want to see that again, damn it.
You know, Al, there's something I've been wanting to tell you for a while. But I guess I've been too afraid to say it.
You're not a real boy.
What was Ed about to tell me? He said he'd been too afraid to say it.
Oh, come on
No,
now.
come on. Don't listen to the chicken
Are
man.
you sure you're not a puppet created by your so-called brother? Were you ever even a real person to begin with? You're mine now, little puppet! What?
Oh, yep.
Stay right there.
Babysitters.
Yes.
Well, the next
Babysitters.
one puts a hole in your head.
Just do
This
it.
isn't going quite as I planned.
You better watch out. He threw that sword.
Sergeant, get down now. What are you doing?
Time to get out of here!
Look at him run.
Where
Barry.
Take cover, Albert. You're going to get
Harry the meat guy. Oh
There you
no.
are. I brought a little present for you. Brother.
I'm curious why they're
His
not.
life's not in danger, but he has lost a lot of blood, so you might want to get him to a hospital as soon as you can.
What is up
Also,
with?
you really should keep a better eye on him, stop him from taking these crazy risks. He's a precious resource. What? He's gone.
Get out of there. Whoa.
Oh no! No, 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 no! The crimson guy!
What a lovely sound. It's such a comforting sound. The way it reverberates through your entire body.
You keep it down.
I honestly think that's
I was
Shigaraki.
just about to say
Yeah,
that.
I was gonna say the
I
same.
was just recalling the Ishvalan War of Extermination.
Yeah, it's a little deeper
It's
too.
such a good mood.
Oh man. I don't understand why they would have let the boys escape. Either of them.
By your so-called brother?
So things here at Central are pretty hectic. The senior staff in charge of state Alchemist.
This is just gonna be talking about his kids.
Thanks to Scar's killing spree. Rumor has it a promotion to Central for one Colonel Mustang isn't far off.
Central, huh? Not bad at all. I've been prepared for that from the start.
Just a word of warning from someone who knows the game. You need as many people on your side as you can get your hands on now, Colonel. Which means... get yourself away. Seriously? I don't get it. He hung up on me just like that.
Lieutenant Colonel, stop making so many personal phone calls, okay?
Oh, so sorry.
Let me go. Yeah. I'll tell you. I'll give you this, Sam. They told you already.
I don't know what you mean.
I don't know. What do I mean?
Can you say it one more time?
I said they told you already.
May I ask who's they?
I mean, we can pull up the scene again because you were.
I don't even know the context of what you're talking about.
You were caught up in the action and not the dialogue. And not, I'm not saying action like fighting, but like what was happening versus what was said.
I'm gonna be fully honest. The thing you're posing to me, I don't even know what part of the episode you're referring to, or like what scene you're referring to. I don't even know, like context wise. I don't know anything about what you're saying.
Okay, well you were just asking a question for like 2 minutes straight at the end of the episode.
Oh, okay. Is it super important?
I mean, like, it's worth talking about.
Okay. You're referring to Envy and Lost, why they didn't take the boys or kill them.
Yeah.
I know that they put emphasis on them being important, and that they need to take better care considering how special they are.
They said one thing specifically.
Hit me with it.
He said...
Precious.
He said, when he was stabbing the second brother, you know, the body part, and he said, what were you thinking? You almost killed our precious... one of our most important sacrifices. And that's it. He's like, what are you thinking? And that's when Ed...
Hold on. I did hear that. I did not think it was meant to mean what you just said.
Well, that was the answer to what you were looking for.
Oh, okay, I'll try to process that in a second. Because I don't know what that means. When she was stabbing that guy, I thought she said you... I thought she was meaning like you almost blew the secret. Like, I thought they meant like what was going on there.
No, he said you almost... They said they...
Yeah, I know what
Envy
you mean
said
now.
you almost injured and killed our...
Yeah, when she said injured or killed, I thought it was a metaphorical sense of you almost like killed the cat in the bag, like the secret that was going on at this laboratory. I didn't think they were talking about the boys who they're physically hurting.
In fairness, you could be right, but just the verbiage was sacrifice.
Yeah, didn't hit me. Honestly, when you said that, I had no idea what the hell you're talking about.
I mean, okay. I figured that's not a spoiler. They said it in the episode.
Yeah,
and
I'm just dense. Yeah, I just read it wrong.
Well, you would also probably would have watched the edit and been like, "Wait, what?" You know what I mean? Because you would have heard word for word and not been caught up in the the stabbing.
Yeah, no, I was definitely caught up in the stabbing because I started aggressive. It was aggressive, and in a manner of speaking, it is murdering the guy, I guess, again. Yeah. If you want to chalk it up to that. Should we start at the beginning of the episode?
Whatever you want to start, man.
We'll have to get back to that because I need a little bit of time
fine.
Let that sit for a second.
So, the beginning of the episode, we get the face-off between...
Slicer and the Chopper.
They were pretty cool. I like their designs. I really like... I know it's like the idea of what they are is a little demented in a sense. Like, they are... people who are inevitably supposed to die regardless. They're on death row. So they've done... I mean, one guy literally murdered 38 guys. So I think to most people, in regular human standards, we would say it's fine to just kill off the guy. Yeah. It's wild, though, that his sentence technically isn't even death. It's like you don't even get the privilege necessarily of leaving this world. You are now sworn, like your life is now like an indentured servant as a ghost to protect
whatever they
choose. It actually, speaking of references, it reminded me, and I thought the episode was going to go a different route with that idea. It reminded me in Return of the King, the undead who aren't allowed to pass on to the next, like have rest in the afterlife because they don't deserve it kind of idea. Honestly, you know, when I was thinking of the episode, I feel like a lot of people would actually prefer that for people on like death row in real life. A lot of people aren't super satisfied that they just get offed. So it's a really wild idea. I wonder how a lot of people feel about this. So go to town in the comments. I kind of want to read what people would think of this.
Yeah.
Like this practice on pretty atrocious people. I mean...
Yeah. Like, we're not talking about, like, someone that, like, stole a car.
No. This isn't, like, small offense.
Or, I mean, even murdering one person is pretty bad, but, like, these people are, like, serial killers.
Yeah, these are people... I don't know if they're, like... I mean, they're definitely deranged, for sure, to kill multiple people. But this isn't... You're not talking about, like, one guy who killed because of whatever occurrences, and then they had to change a heart later down the line. This is people who...
Ted Bundy.
Consistent aggravated assault to the highest degree, and most likely have no other alternative desire to do anything else with their life. Yeah. What was the offense that the other guy had inside the samurai?
I don't really know if they said specifically.
He and his brothers were just killers, and they stole, and they lied.
They said they lied, cheated, stole, and killed their whole life, and that was the first time they'd ever been treated like humans.
No one had thought of them as humans in their life.
Until they're in a tin can and they met Edward Elric.
Yeah, well, it kind of sucks. I would assume that means even before the killings, they weren't considered people by their by that guy's specific interpretation.
Yeah,
which could very well have led to what made them the killers. But
what'd you think of the other thing that Edward found down there? All the symbols on the ground and the table.
Well, so that's why I thought. That's where I would have assumed had
the cat in the bag
was the cat in the bag. Like that's where they were taking the people to make them into those guys. Like you go to instead of the electric chair or whatever, you get walked into this place. Your body gets decomposed in whatever
transmutation or whatever happens.
I mean, it's also crazy too because what is the give and take would apply here? So they would be the take. Who's being given something? Like that's what my curiosity was. Like
I think the stone itself.
Mm-hmm. So maybe like the creation. The reason there's like the Pope or whatever the guy had the red crystals is they're just mass producing them, and in exchange it's the giving up these guys kind of thing. Yeah. It is multiple people. It's 3 people, so that could work. Yeah, I thought like design wise, I thought the number guys were cool. What were the numbers again? 48 and
66.
66. Yeah. I like the samurai a bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other guy was funny.
Barry's funny.
Chopper.
Barry's funny. So it was hard to feel the weight of his story with just the guy's voice.
It was just kind of memey, but it was funny.
I also love that he built it up. Like in the sense that we weren't supposed to know who he was alluding to, and it was very very clear almost from the start. I mean, if the verbiage didn't give it away, just like the body itself, like a bigger guy who's like short
is carrying a meat like cleaver.
Yeah. It was pretty funny. So I kind of skimmed over the fact that he's talking about murder because it was just hard. It was hard not to. So I was sorry if I looked deranged laughing at that. I was literally like giggling then.
No, he was funny. Also, like when he realizes that Alphonse, like he's like, come on, you're not even scared of me a little bit. Alphonse just takes off his phone. He's like, ah! He's like, what the heck?
Yeah. I'm willing to bet that will probably affect Al maybe a bit. Just thinking of the idea of
him getting his real,
maybe not existing.
Yeah.
It's easy to just be like, don't listen to this guy who is a murderer, but he is a younger kid, so even if he's scientifically intelligent, socially he might be not understanding. Take greater offense to things.
I mean, in fairness, though, it's not a far-fetched, because the only people that, like, A, he's not in his real body, and he hasn't been in it for a while, and B, the only people that knew him prior were Winry's grandmother and Ed. So it's like, that could be very easy just to be like, okay, this is my little toy. We're going to tell him he's my little brother. Like, just let it be. You know what I mean? Because, like, all these people from Central and the military, like, they're not going to know. They weren't growing up with him.
Could very easily work.
I mean, it affected Alphonse enough that he paused and was like staring at the sky to think about it in the middle of the fight. Like,
yeah, and the kid doesn't have many sensations either. I think he was complaining about the rain falling on his head and how he doesn't have that the sensation of it hitting his
That's
skin.
what I was just gonna bring up. Have you noticed he doesn't do any like human things? Like when you see Ed sleeping, Al is not sleeping.
I don't think he. I would assume he doesn't have the.
Yeah,
I mean, you don't have a craving for hunger. I mean,
right. There was an episode he was making notes about the pie
or what he wants to
something
eat.
That what he wants to eat.
Even think of
that sucks.
Spoiler for Pirates of the Caribbean: the whole reason the Black Pearl crew went mad is because they lost the ability to feel.
Yeah.
Like sexual pleasures weren't doing it. The taste of food went stale or died and decayed in their mouth because all the sensations like
is dead.
Those things like. When you're deprived of those things as a human, it's like I would assume you disassociate immediately. But I remember only the rain scene because he was looking up saying he wants his body back. So I hope this kid's not like super messed up in the head by the time he gets his body. I think he'll get his body, even though they say it's like a dead mission. I know Scar said it to the little girl, the little doggy girl. I feel bad that I don't remember her name.
Show Tucker was the dad. I don't know.
Yeah, we always
it's Nina and Alexander.
Nina.
News always remembers the murderer and not the victim. So
true.
Nina Tucker.
Rip to that little girl.
Yeah.
I know Scar said that was a dead mission. I don't necessarily want to buy into that. I think that might be Scar's take on it, just because of maybe he's more pessimistic. But I would like to think we can get Al.
Mm.
Yeah, I think also it's just like. No one's ever done it. Like no one's ever bounced back from doing human transmutation, like to me that we know of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hence the taboo part of it. Like
it's also one of those. Yeah, it's like I'm sure people don't actively go around and say that they've done it either. So it's kind of a hush hush thing.
Yeah, but it's like if you've done it, you died, or you sacrificed something for it. You know. So.
Yeah.
Or somebody knew about it and made you disappear.
Yeah. And then we have. Maze Hughes talking about his wife and kids, but coaching up Roy on,
since all these alchemists have been killed, there's positions open.
Yeah, he wants to move. Roy still has the ambition to move up in the field.
Yeah,
and it's cool that Hughes is actually trying to like coach him along in his weird ways.
Talking about going to Central.
Yeah,
Central is where the Fuhrer is.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And he's over in East
District,
whatever East City, East District,
East Central or something.
Yeah.
This is another show where I'd have to pull up the map.
Yeah, re-looking at the episode of like the introduction to the red-eyed individuals. That was a pretty Ishvalan. It was a pretty hefty map. It had
there's a lot
multiple sections, and even I didn't think they were named. Even the like continent outside is named.
They named the other areas that they're
it's kind of like Gettysburg. It's like a central area where all these like things merge. These continents merge. I guess it's a weird analogy.
Like Gettysburg. So funny.
Gettysburg is a super minimal version of that, but I thought of it because it's like all roads lead to Central, and then divvy out.
Yeah.
What'd you think of Barry trying to get in Alphonse's head?
I mean, I don't know. I guess he was just trying to psych the kid out. Maybe he believes it himself. He is alive to see another day. So that's not good.
He also told him, he was like, all right, prove it. Kill yourself.
Yeah.
And then if you actually die, you're real.
Yeah, you're real.
It's like
who would do that?
Who would do that? Like, honestly. Like,
it's like
Barry's got a couple screws
it's the worst con ever. The only thing working for him was that he's talking to a little kid.
Yeah.
We saw Edward imitate something that Scar did.
His explosive hand move.
The deconstruction
That's
part.
what it was. I was trying to figure out like what he actually did that was the mimic. It was okay. Yeah.
It even had the electricity show up that Scar has.
Well, did he use electricity when he burst open Al?
Yeah.
Okay.
A flash of lightning goes through his hand and then boom.
Yeah. I can't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember either. But the big thing now, let me fix this appropriately,
is Loosed.
I had to drive me nuts.
Loosed in Envy.
Yeah.
Loosed in Envy.
Popped up.
Yeah, and they referred to Envy as he.
Mm-hmm.
So, I know you guys said the name hasn't been confirmed, so is it not Lost? Is Lost not the name?
I don't know, man.
Okay. So we're going to continue to refer to them as Lost, and at least Envy is that
we
person.
know it's Envy.
Okay,
I hold on. Before you get into like the part, I just gotta share my piece. I am the one that watched this in sub. I don't remember a bunch of things. When I saw the two, I was like, wait, what? That threw me off for a loop. And you watched it in English dub, Adam.
Mm-hmm.
Sam's never seen it before. So far, it was very short-lived, but I hate Envy's voice in the show.
In English? Okay.
Yeah, I just compared to the way he sound, or the voice actor in Japanese did it. It's only been like one scene, so I can't really like judge too much. But I just think of like the way that voice actor makes me feel in the sub version is like completely different than this one makes me feel.
Oh yeah.
So that's my.
No, I hear you.
That's my one I'll throw out there.
I will attempt. I don't know time wise, but I can always get back and watch the show in subbed.
I think it'd be better, honestly, if just because it's a long show, watch the whole show in English. Then find the crazy moments in the show and just watch them in sub. And just like take it in that way.
Okay. I have, it's funny that you mentioned that. I have rewatched the scenes of what we watched to hear Hanji as Ed. It's hard because I gravitate so much towards Hanji in Attack on Titan. It's hard to not hear her when I listen to Ed. So at least for Ed exclusively, I'd prefer the English. Because when I hear Hanji, I just think of nutty Hanji.
Yeah.
Like, she threw Shao Tucker up against the wall, and I just heard her just come out.
Yeah.
Just like how she kind of presses up on the military police. Like, ah!
Well,
it's very hard.
It's
very extreme.
See, it's weird for me because I watched it first, and then I watched AOT, and I didn't realize... Like, still, even going back, I'm like, oh, that makes sense. I can hear it.
Yeah.
But I still view him as Ed.
Yeah.
And not
I think
Hanji.
it would just be hard now. I'm so used to her.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm curious. I'm curious to hear Envy. Can we... I now want to...
Do you want to watch that scene?
No, because I understand it now with what you're saying. I just want to open this can of worms because... Say it one more time for me.
So... Lust comes in. Well, hold on. Let's start from the beginning of it. Let's just start from the beginning of it. Okay. So Lust comes in and she kills the head and says, 46 or whatever the number was. Like, what were you thinking? Like, what were you thinking? You're about to spill all the beans, essentially. She says that. And then Envy comes in and is like, starts stabbing the other one. Like, what were you thinking? You were going to hurt our precious sacrifice. You injured him and almost killed him, or something along those lines.
I don't get it. I don't. How is it their sacrifice?
I don't know.
If they weren't present. I mean, this is the point where Sam just goes down rabbit hole.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go down rabbit hole.
This is where my AOT hour-long debates on why it's aliens start to come out. I mean, I don't have really any path. I could go multiple options.
Yeah.
I could say something dumb like that little white spirit that Ed saw, that like white form.
True.
Oh.
Is that what it's called? Mm-hmm. Damn, well, there was that theory. I was going to say that thing's all the sins.
It called itself Truth. It called itself God.
Oh yeah, it gave itself a bunch of names.
Yeah.
It didn't give it like, oh, I am this exactly.
Yeah. I'm like, God. You can call me Truth. That kind of shit.
Did we get a name for that giant eyeball that like kind of ripped him into that world and then sucked him out of that world?
No.
Mm. Wait, you're talking about when his mother was starting to come out? The eyeball in the ground?
No. The eyeball was in the ground, and then when the gate opened, the like Cthulhu eye ripped him back in, and that's when we saw what I called the internet.
Yeah.
That strolled past him.
It's like the thing that teleported him to that like plane of existence.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really understand. I don't know if there was any... I don't know if, like, if I went back during the episodes now in hindsight, if I would be able to point and be like, that's where the sins come into this. So I really don't know.
Yeah,
this is
tough.
very wild. I don't... I know so little about them that it's hard to know in what occupation they actually function.
Yeah.
To be honest, like I don't know why the lust woman's able to just throw her fingers that way and it just becomes spikes. Like I don't understand their manifestations really. Maybe poke out your eyeballs because you're lusting. Like the Three Stooges.
Yes.
Because gluttony eats. Envy can transform because she's envious of others, so she imitates. Yeah, poke out your eyeballs, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really don't have much. I think I have to let that sit for a bit.
No,
I don't have anything on it.
I don't think that there's too much to... I mean, it's such a wide, like, you're like, wait, what? That's just, like, something that's hard to really delve through.
I don't have anything on that, actually. We'll have to wait.
It's all good. Yeah. I'm enjoying the second watch through for me for this.
Yeah?
It's a solid revisiting, and I like that I don't remember all the things. So sometimes something hits me, and I'm like, oh shit! Like the double. When I saw the 2 blood marks, I was like, wait, what? Yeah. I was like, I don't remember that at all. So
I should have put that together.
That's weird to me though that Edward was surprised because I mean Ed just took, or I'm sorry, Alphonse just took his own head off and was still moving.
Well, but no,
it's not like he slashed the mark.
No, the problem was that the mark he saw was on the helmet. So like you remove the helmet from the body.
I got
the helmet can't control the body.
Alphonse is on his chest, like the back of his neck.
Yeah, it's like on the back of the chest plate.
Yeah.
So he can control the whole body from there. Yeah. So Ed saw it and he was like, "Wait, what? How could you still move your body?"
Yeah.
That's wild. That's weird.
Yeah. I think we're good.
Yeah, I don't have anything else.
Yeah. I'm ready for the next one.
Peoples of the YouTube communities, thank you for watching. We appreciate you guys. We love you. Hit the like button, subscription, the notification bell, the comments, the Patreon. Y'all want to chat it up with us? Hit those links, hit those buttons, and we'll see you in the next video. Punch it. Bow!
Nice and slick, though.